Hey y'all, today I want to talk to you about fall and Christmas trends for the upcoming season. I know it's the dog days of summer, but now is the time to start thinking about trends and incorporating them into your designs. One of the questions we got asked at Wreath Makers Live is what are the upcoming trends? So that's what we're going to be discussing in this video. I'm Julie Samaco, owner of Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. I've been teaching thousands of people online the art of wreath making through my Wreath Making of the Month Club. So listen, it's hot here. It is so hot and sticky. Like you walk out and you're just like, ugh. It's like walking through wet velvet. It's just like heaviness in the air. It is so hot. And it had me thinking about the cooler temperatures, fall and Christmas. And I thought, you know what? One of the questions that we got asked at Wreath Makers Live was, what are some of the upcoming holiday trends? And so I thought I'd come on here live and answer that question for some of you guys who are also thinking about getting ready for the holidays. I know some of you are like, what? Don't even talk about the holidays. I still want to enjoy the pool. I get that. But for those of you who are working your wreath businesses, you know we are already thinking about fall and Christmas, trying to get our online shops ready for those sales, aren't we? So I wanted to come on here and just go over some of the holiday trends to look for fall and Christmas. All right. So let's get started. So I started making a list. I was like, okay, I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do 5 top trends. Y'all, I couldn't keep it at 5 because I'm like, there's just so many. There's just so many. This is the best time to be a wreath maker, in my opinion. Y'all, when I first started doing wreaths back, I started professionally, not officially. How about that? I officially started my business in 2009. I was making before that, but I was official in 2009 with my business. And I had to search for stuff. I had to search for ribbon. I had to search for signs. I had to search for a lot of things that nowadays there is just plenty of stuff. And I'm so excited. This is like the best time to be a wreath maker, in my opinion. Ribbons galore, like all kinds of ribbons you can even imagine, all kinds of signs everywhere, ornaments are everywhere. So not just the big box places, you know what I'm saying? Smaller, unique boutiques have stuff, and we just didn't have that when I first started. So you guys, if you're just now starting your wreath business or in the floral industry, now is to me the best time to be in it. It's better than anything that I've ever seen. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, these are some of the trends that I noticed when I was at Market January 2018. January 2018. So when you go to market, you typically go a year in advance for items. So in other words, I had to go to last January is when we were looking at purchasing supplies for what we would be selling for this Christmas, this fall and Christmas. Okay. Now, so these are some of the trends that I noticed and I took note of, in addition to some other research that I've done regarding holiday trends and home decor trends. All right. Number 1, gnomes. Y'all know what those gnomes are, right? Those creature, they're not creatures. I don't think garden gnomes. Okay. I know a lot of you are probably thinking those garden gnomes that are out in the yards with the red hat and stuff like that. It's not quite garden gnomes. Okay. It's a little bit more, chic, if you will. They are these faces with the long beards, and sometimes you can't even see the eyes. All you see is the nose, and they have these fun little hats that are at a point, and you can change them all the different ways. So gnomes are everywhere. So you either love them or you hate them. If you're selling, I would get on the bandwagon of gnomes because they are huge this year. They're going to be gnomes for fall. There's going to be gnomes for Christmas. There's going to be gnomes next year for Easter and Valentine's Day. Gnomes are here for a little while. So if you're selling, I would try to get on the gnome bandwagon. So many different types to choose from. So definitely gnomes is going to be a huge trend for fall and Christmas this year. The other thing is red truck, right? So red truck has been around for a couple of years, but now it's going to be even bigger because it's not just red truck. They're going to have look for Volkswagens, campers, tractors even. So buffalo check is that buffalo plaid or buffalo check are those big plaid squares of like two colors, like red and black. That's still huge. And not only is it just in, ribbon or fabric, it's also in ornaments. You're going to see it in bears or Santa Claus outfits. You're going to see it in, did I say silk flowers? It's just going to be everywhere. So look for buffalo check to be just about everywhere. Not only is it in the red and the white, which comes to my next floral trend, it's black and white. So we've got black and white is huge, huge, huge color trend combination this coming fall and Christmas. So the buffalo check it's been around for like 3 years, but it's still like hot, like very hot. Now it's incorporated into the black and white buffalo check because black and white is another color combination trend. So black and white is everywhere. And I want to challenge, I know what you're thinking. I can't imagine a black and white fall wreath or a black and white. Black and white is even going on into spring and Easter. So it's a little even harder to imagine it spring and Easter, but black and white is huge. If you think about pairing it with specific colors, okay? So imagine a black and white paired with orange, right? And maybe teal for a fall wreath. I think that's a beautiful color combination. Also black and white for Christmas, if you pair it, say, with red, or even instead of red, maybe burgundy. So you can use black and white inside of your fall and Christmas decorations. Okay, so that's a huge trend. People are going to be looking for that. If you're selling online or if you're a wreath maker, people are looking for that. I know some of you are even on here who sell supplies. Get yourself some black and white stuff to sell. All right, so black and white is a good color trend. The other thing too is trending this Christmas is a chic farmhouse, meaning it's not necessarily just a cotton bowl wreath. It might be a cotton bowl with the little, what do you call the little part under the holding the cotton in place. That might be dipped in glitter. Okay, so it's like a chic or a glam farmhouse. Also, I've seen farmhouse incorporated with some champagne gold. So adding champagne gold to, say, a farmhouse style wreath would be on trend for this year. The other thing, I'm looking, seeing if I'm missing any questions. The other thing that is trending is minimalism. Believe it or not, I know it's kind of hard to think of minimalism in a wreath when all of us are like wanting to throw everything in the kitchen sink in a wreath. Am I right? But sometimes less is more. So even keeping it very simple, boxwood with maybe a cream bow or a boxwood wreath with a little bit of red berries is going to be on trend this year. So not everything has to be over the top with all of the things, all of the ribbon, all of the glitter, and all of the ornaments and things like that, which is fine, and I know a lot of customers like that, but also consider your audience and who you're selling to, and minimalism is a popular trend for the millennials this year. All right, so there's that. The other one is another big theme for Christmas is candy. So anything candy related, and sweets, not just candy, sweets. So we've got ice cream cones, popsicles, cakes, cupcakes and cookies and macaroons, gumdrops, the candy, peppermint candy, all of the candy and sweets theme is huge. And if you pair that with the colors of pastels, that is so on trend this year. That is hugely popular. That's going to be a big thing. The other trend that I noticed when I was at market is adding summer and spring flowers to your Christmas designs. And at first I was like, I would never have thought to put tulips, in a Christmas wreath. But when you take the time to maybe, so I know we've got a lot of spring flowers maybe in our stash, consider pulling them out and maybe giving it a little dusting of that Design Master snow, just giving a little bit of a snowy texture to a spring floral bush would be amazing to add into a Christmas tree or a Christmas swag garland or wreath. So adding any, you could also do that to hydrangeas, tulips. I don't necessarily would do daffodils because daffodils that yellow. I would do more of anything that's like a creamy white, or even a red would work well. And green, oh my gosh, mint green or a pastel green would be amazingly beautiful in a Christmas wreath. But again, you could just take that spring flower and give it a little dusting of snow texture to make it fit within a Christmas theme. So that's an idea. So I like to use the Design Master Snow when I do mine. Just make sure you let it dry really well before you use it. The other thing that I noticed, let's see, what else? Okay, so pretty much those are the main themes, okay? The main themes that I saw would be a huge trend and would also work very well in my online shop. And I think it would work well with your online shop. So some of the other things that you have to consider too are the classics. You can never go wrong with the elf theme. So the elf theme is where you take an elf or use the color, and using the colors with the lime green and the red and black and white is pretty with that theme. So adding that to me is a classic and sells super fast in my online shop. So that would always be a standard. Another standard to use would be snowman theme. Okay, so those will never go out of style. There's just so many people who love snowmen, collect snowmen. So any snowman type theme that you put in a wreath or a design snow theme. It doesn't even have to be a snowman, just snow theme is so popular. That will always be popular, never going anywhere. Also not going anywhere are Santas, right? Santa themes. So try to incorporate some of your Santas into your holiday designs, including, don't forget, you can always find Santas in the black and white. If you want to, be a little bit more on trend, but also include Santa Claus. So that's always popular. The Santa with the red and the black and the white will be popular. So Santa Claus is not going anywhere. The other theme that I feel is here to stay for a while is the, what do you call that theme with, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank because I didn't have it in my notes and I just thought of it. The nature theme. The woodlands theme, where you're bringing in nature into your design. So that could be owls, it could be foxes, it could be, anything that you would see in nature, including branches, birch texture, birch tree type themes, grasses and mosses and things like that. So anything like you would go out into a nature trail walk, you would see that. Those would be incorporated very well. Still a good theme for this holiday coming up. The other thing to look at and look for are colors. So some of the colors that are trending are going to be shades of blue. So this could be a teal. This could be a navy. Navy to me is still popular, or it's starting, is still trending. I love the color of navy and champagne gold together with cream. That is so pretty. So try to reach outside of your comfort zone a little bit. I know a lot of you probably wouldn't think to put navy in Christmas decor or even fall decor, but if you start incorporating it a little bit here and there, you'd be surprised at how just adding a different color that's not on trend or not a classic would put put your designs up a level and help you to get noticed a little bit more out of the competition. A lot of people who are just making wreaths and they might be just sticking to the standard good old fashioned things that work. But when you start incorporating things that are a little bit out of the ordinary, like different colors, black and white, navy, things like that, it's going to get you noticed a little bit better on your online store. Okay, so navy is a good trend. The other trend that I've seen is still blush. Blush is still seems to be kind of popular. Blush and champagne gold together is a beautiful color combination. How about adding in a little bit of silver with that? So that which brings me to the next color trend is the mixed metallics. So when you add in, say, champagne gold and silver and gunmetal, black. It's not black, but it's like a silver, a really blackish silver. Gunmetal, silver, champagne gold, that all seems to be still trending when you add all of that together. So those were pretty much the trends. What trends have you come across that you think are going to be popular this year? Comment and let us know what trends do you like to work with most. I know a lot of you are stuck on your favorites or they're good sellers, which is nothing wrong with that. So comment and let us know that. So we're going to be talking more about trends and coming up in our Wreath of the Month Club group. We've got, this month we're released a fall wreath, or it's good for an everyday wreath, but we incorporated black and white. Again, another color trend, right? So we're incorporating all of these color trends into our fall and holiday decorating. So if you're ready to up your level with your decorating skills or your wreath making skills, or maybe it's a swag or a garland that you need help with, even centerpieces, come over and give us a try. And if you use the coupon code Test Drive, you'll get $10 off your first month. So $10 off your first month if you use the coupon code Test Drive. You could come in and check out the group. We've got over 100 videos in there. We're talking about the color trends. We're incorporating them into our designs, and I'll be on live tonight inside of our exclusive community doing another fall wreath or a fall design. I love getting feedback from the group, determining on what they need help with. So, and if there's something they want help with, then I bring in guest designers. So we had a guest designer come in and they did a fall petal wreath, a fall petal floral head wreath, where it's just the flower head and it has all of the different petals. That's not something I do. So I knew that they were interested in learning how to do it. So I bring in guest designers who I know they could learn more from. So I would love to have you in our Wreath of the Month Club group. Join us using that coupon code Test Drive. Again, we're going to be talking more about fall and Christmas trends, and we're going to be designing using these trends in the upcoming months, getting their shops or their homes ready for the holidays. Okay, so I'd be glad to work with you and help you create designer pieces for your shop. There you have it. So comment below and tell me, what are your favorite trends to work with for the holiday season, and what do you see trending in your area? Can't wait to hear it.